a few things that are around. One of them is cryptocurrency. It's down, and you should be gearing yourself up, if not already, getting into the fray, getting involved, getting some amount of funds into the crypto space and other things. There's stocks, there's other things you can do that some people have found great success at, and many people fail at. So it's like a give and take. But in terms of what most people are looking at these days, they're looking at cryptocurrency, Bitcoin in particular, number one, and then the others. If you look at CoinMarketCap.com and you see like the top 100 coins, more or less, that's where most of the activity is at today, any given day. So you want to be looking into getting a piece of the pie, simply. And get granted, there's a lot of spices there. You got over 100 on the first page. There's thousands of cryptocurrencies, right? So and what you want to do is you want to get in. I think a lot of you guys are overthinking it. So which one do I choose? This and that. I already told you. And again, before we go on, this is not financial advice. I don't give legal advice. Simply get your financial advice from a financial advisor and your legal advice from a legal counselor, or otherwise known as a lawyer. So that's what you do. I'm doing this for entertainment, ta-da, and for education. Pass the test. All right. So let's continue. The Like I said, Bitcoin. It's expected by those that have a good grasp of the space to hit 120,000 in a relatively short amount of time. And already when I do this, what it means, great, right? So for people who don't have too much left, right, to play with, you're looking at doubling whatever fun money you have that you're not afraid of losing, and doubling it seems perfectly reasonable, something to do reasonably. Those are not gunshots. They're constructing a building next to me here, so you're hearing I guess the power hammers going against wood and metal. I guess it looks like yeah, they're putting up a metal roof, so you hear that. All right, so that's what you should be doing right now. Again, like I've said in other videos and other gurus say, very well educated people, they tell you you need to have an exit plan, which means that you go into an investment knowing when you're coming out. So you're not looking for it to hit $1 million. You have to get realistic. But what is it that when is it that you're going to pull your money out, or part of the money out, this, and when it gets to this level, when it gets to that level, another part, when it gets to that level. Yeah, you need to know exactly when you're pulling out money. It doesn't matter if Bitcoin makes it to 1 million or not. It don't matter. You need to have a plan of when you're taking money out, because or else what you're doing, you're not doing anything, you're not planning anything, you're riding it and you're gambling, simply. And I told you in other videos, know how to make money. Those are the essential things. But what everyone should be doing right now is that you need to take your time and turn it into money. Now, if you're young enough, you can be working like for 18 hours, right? 18 hours a day, because I know I used to pull in 18 hours a day. Sometimes I still do. Um, Again, using as much of my available time as possible to create income. So there's nothing wrong with that. But to be sitting around, moping around in your house, is that something you're doing like day to day? you're sitting like in front of the TV. This is not the time, man. I'm going to tell you right now. Why? Because, first of all, just talking about crypto, there's other opportunities out there, but just in terms of crypto is down, right? So sooner or later, it's going to go up, and that all of that money is you're missing out of because you're not in the game. You're not there, and you're not adding. You need to be always adding. Okay, that's how you leverage also, and that's how you increase the returns when it goes up. You got a lot more money going up than if you just keep the same amount of money there and it goes up. You understand? Yeah, fine. You did the 10,000, you did 100,000, but if you had kept buying coins when it was down here, then when it goes up here, you're talking about a couple of 100,000, a million, right? Then you're talking money. But you always have to be adding. So if you're just going at your 9 to 5, if you have a 9 to 5, and then you go home and you sit there and watch TV, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your life, you're kissing money goodbye, because money is going to be made. People are making money right now in cryptocurrency, and you're watching TV. You might as well take a gun and just shoot yourself in the head. Don't do that. I'm just fooling around. But somebody said, "Oh, that's an idea. I can see this would keep me busy for a while." Yeah. So listen, it sounds so easy. What sounds so easy? Making money. It's easy. And I'm going to show you why. Because right now, at least in my part of the world, I'm driving all around town these days, and all I see are signs: "We're hiring. Apply for a job. We're hiring." Please, yeah, there are jobs all over the place, and they're still there. You can work any place right now, anything. The problem is that a lot of you are picky and choosy in what you want to do. But you have to realize most of your decisions are based on how much money you're going to make. How much does this pay? That's the question you guys ask a lot, right? So I'm going to say something silly. $5 an hour. It's no longer five. I don't think $5 is possible in a job in the U.S. these days. I think the minimum wage has gone up. But in any case, let's just say, because some jobs aren't paid jobs, right? Some are commission jobs. Some jobs are paid by, like, the guys who do Uber Eats driving, right? It turns out to about, they're making, like, on bad areas and bad markets, $5 an hour. They do make about $5 an hour, plus then the tips. And then you got $10 an hour, then 15. I think a lot of people are in good markets where you get a 15 to 20 area, and plus is what they're gaining. But like I said before, all you need is $5. It doesn't matter how much the pay is. And that's the thing you guys got to understand. It no longer matters how much they're paying. Okay? Because if you follow what I'm telling you in the videos, you're not using that money to live on. That's not money you're using to live on. That's money you're using to make money with. When you make money with that money, you'll be making 2 times, 3, 4, 5 times what they're paying. So let's go with that. So if they're only paying you $5 an hour, you can turn that $5 an hour into $25 an hour. That's good money anywhere, right? Again, because you don't spend that $5 an hour, you turn that $5 an hour. You make a profit. You make something with the $5. You go buy a baking, what do you call it, cake mix. You bake a cake. You sell slices. You bake the cake. You take an order. You make the cake. And you turn that $5 and for that cake mix into $30. right? 40, 50, deliver it, delivery charge included, whatever. Add a few things, blah, blah, blah. You turn that money into bigger money. So it doesn't matter how little money you make. What matters is how much you can turn that money, that little bit of money, into, how much you can turn it into. That's what matters, really. And that's what you need to learn how to do. You need to look for opportunities that take a little bit of money to produce. And then when you sell it or offer it, people buy it, you're making multiples of whatever it was that you got paid. So little. Oh, you make so little money there. But you only need a little bit of money. And you can do that. There's hardly anything that you can't get involved in that you can't do this with. I won't extend the video by going into so many details, but a lot of things, even real estate. You don't need a lot of money to do real estate. As a matter of fact, you don't need any money at all. You need this. You need this. So even if you have a little few dollars, because I sort of say if you have a few dollars, it helps. But that's all you need. In fact, with $25 a week, $25 a week, if that was the money you had to spend, you had to use to invest and turn it around, you can do that in real estate. Okay? And you can make some big money with that $25. Simpler, $5 a day. Again, you need to have knowledge, and that thing is worth paying for. But right now, you can get knowledge for free, and you got to think. Simply. I know it's hard. Thinking is hard for a lot of people, and that I do acknowledge that. I do acknowledge that. But YouTube is free. You can learn a lot on YouTube. But anyway, so that's my advice for you guys. Because right now, when Bitcoin is down, and if it crashes the way I'm still holding on, that it will crash even worse than y'all can even imagine that you'll survive. Um, you need to be ready, because when that happens, you better have turned some money around and throw it in, because when that elevator goes up, it's going up. It's not going to stop where people think it's going to stop. So simply, again, it's just a feeling that I have. It's not. I'm not a prophet, but then later somebody he was a prophet. He just didn't know it. All right, so that's really what it is. Right now, you can do anything. Just do it. Anything available. Put your foot into it. Get it done. Do it. What job? Making sandwiches, cleaning up, whatever it is that we're hiring. Just go and turn. And even if you have a job, some of you have a 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. You have a job already, but you have a few more hours of the day that you're watching TV, sitting down doing nothing. Turn those hours into something and make some money. And that money, put it into things that are going to rise sooner or later. It doesn't matter how much money you make. And if it's the only job you have, it really doesn't matter. $5 an hour. You can get rich on $5 an hour. Really. You just have to pay attention and look for ways of duplicating and multiplying that money, that $5 an hour. But you can grow wealthy on it. You just have to be knowledgeable and then use your brain. Okay? Because there's enough information out there to put two and two together. If you examine and you listen and then put two together, you can do it. And a lot of the times, there's something you already know. There's something you already do that can be your success. That I also am firmly a believer in. And something that you already do is your success. It's just waiting. But since you don't try this, you don't try that because you're afraid of failing, and you will fail. I failed a lot of times. I'm still failing. Like I was telling my wife, failing we're going to do. It's like falling. But when you fall or fail, it's best to fall or fail forward. Go forward, but at least you advance. You're closer to your goal when you're falling than if you're falling back. Don't fall back. Fall forward. So that's the thing to do. Let's see. Okay, you guys, you're having Emmanuel. Well, you guys are enjoying yourselves on this stream. Okay, so listen, don't waste your time even with that. Are you making money doing that? Because if you're not, you're wasting your life, man. You should that's actually people will pay you to do what you're doing now. Actually. So if you're doing that without getting paid for it, man, you could be rich. You could be rich doing what you already do now, but getting paid for it, yo. Come on now. Let's go. Get out there, do that. It's a wonderful thing. And then you take that, and while crypto is down, get it. Because when it goes up, you're going to thank me. Say, yeah, that was the right thing to do. So now's the time. Right now, you need to be accumulating cash anyway, wherever it is, at whatever the hour rate is. If it's a job, anything. Fill up your time. Fill up your day with work. Get the money. Put it into good areas like cryptocurrency, certain currencies. You got to do your own research. I'm not going to tell you which to do this and that. You just look at what everyone else is doing. Like I said, Bitcoin is the safest of all of them if you're going to be safe, and expect to double your money. Whatever you put in there, it could be double. Some of the others that are down on the list, you can see double or even triple. Some of them may happen, could happen, and they will be prone to happen because they're cheaper, right? So it's usually a little cheaper, but still popular. They can rise up pretty substantially. I have other videos that talk a little bit about this, but there's more people on YouTube. They provide technical analysis. They're very good at that, and you can get a more rounded idea about that. Yeah, guys, thank you. So I won't worry about paying my bills and mortgages. No, I already did a video on that. You shouldn't be investing more than 1%. Number one. Number two, you have to pay your bills with your main source of income. What I've said though is that your sweat money should be turned, which is what I use to mean that you should plant it. See, it's a seed. It shouldn't be eaten. It's better to take your pumpkin seed and grow pumpkins, which are full of seeds, and eat that than to just eat the seed. Because once you eat the seed, you have nothing else. Then you have to wait for your boss to give you more seeds, right? And you're always begging for the next paycheck. So that's not too smart to do, right? You have to agree with that. So you need to slowly make a transition from living paycheck to paycheck to living off of the profits from your turning the money. But the money you get, like from working and the hourly wage, that firm sure money from your sweat, you shouldn't use that. You should take that, turn it into a service, a product, and make profits and multiply that money. So instead of having your paycheck, let's say you had $300 a week, right? Instead of taking that 300 and eating it, you take the 300, put it to work in a little business that you do and some products that you make, services, and turn it into $1,500. And then now your $300 a week job is making $1,500 for you a week. That's what you need to be doing. And now you have some money after paying your bills and after paying your mortgage. you have some money left over, can go and into other investments, improving your businesses or services, and some of it into things like cryptocurrency. That's the smart way of doing it, and that's how you build your wealth. All right, I've taken enough time. Take care for all of you. And I'm a minister by my main occupation. I'm a psychotherapist. I provide psychotherapy and marriage counseling, and I also have businesses. I run many different types of businesses. We are now in the process of creating business hubs, and we're also doing something in on the blockchain. So I'm up to date on that, and NFTs. So that's what I do. You have to look at through the videos. You get a gist of the things that we are doing. All right. Take care, everyone, and look out for our next stream. Friend, like, share, or use it as toilet paper, whichever one, whatever. But let everyone else know. I don't know if to give them something to cover their nose if that's the way you're sharing it, but either